This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, Ola, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the Men's Room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the Men's Room.
And away we go. Welcome to season 16, episode number 3,433. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and my cock, Montgomery. Hey, Jim. All right, the Men's Room. On tap today, once again, we play Big Dummy. Ted's Meat and Potatoes is all about the bread. We will play Profile This, plus headlines, a Men's Room Shot of the Day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorite TV Time with Ted.
Clack, clack, drinkity, drunk.
All right, here we go. Australian family finds a toad bigger than a dinner plate in their backyard that you do not want to lick.
Ribbit.
Meanwhile, Wall Street titans are moving from Miami back to New York as a realization they are living in Florida has hit them pretty quick. Mexico makes the first big step in legalization of the evil weed. It takes 4 cops to hold down Virginia man for mugshot who would not concede. And a man listening to a song titled 120 drives his car 120 and gets pulled over. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, today is the day that we play Big Dummy, the game show that rewards you for your stunning ignorance. Now, here's how it works. You call us. We will spin it. Boom. A little early. I was getting there, man.
Hey, last week I was late.
You know, fair enough. Now we're evil. Equal. Jesus. We will spin the category wheel, and then we'll ask you a question from that category. But here's where Big Dummy separates itself from your average, more reputable game show. We will continue to ask you questions until you get one right, because as always, we want you to leave here smarter than you showed up. Now, so far this year, our biggest dummy has been the lovely and talented Tyler, who read the book, Dummy for Dummies, and found a way to answer 14 consecutive questions wrong. Can you do better? Well, of course you can. Everyone else has. So give us a call, and off we go on Big Dummy.
Big contestant to play Big Dummy, call 206-421-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Men's Room Live. And send your emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
The men's room returns with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Overtones and away we go. Welcome to season 16, episode number 3,433. What a large and in charge program we have for you today on this beautiful Thursday. Wow, my.
We had a super pack.
Nice. Head chef is back, and he's been talking about bread all day long.
I was wondering what the hell's problem was. Like, Jesus Christ, Dad, what is it with you with
bread? If you could only eat things on one type of bread for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Well, that was earlier, and I'm like, okay, that sounds like a Ted question. And
that's a good question.
Before the show, Ted's still going on about bread, and finally I'm like, dude, what is your problem? What is it about bread? It's like, I'm doing it later today.
If the doctor can't stop me, white bread. Because I think it's just the most universal.
Are you insulting Ted? Doctor can't stop me, white bread.
But then again, look, hamburgers would suck. Hot dogs would suck.
How many times have you eaten a hamburger or a hot dog on white bread? When you were growing up, man, you know it happened.
It sucks.
It does. But my thing was peanut butter and jelly versus the savory sandwiches. Right? So when Ted asked the question, originally I was thinking white bread. What did I settle on? King's Hawaiian.
Right. So every sandwich you ever eat for the rest of your life can only be on one type of bread.
Grilled cheese, PB&J, tuna, Reuben, doesn't matter.
Chicken salad, tuna salad.
Can it be like a sub roll?
Sure.
Yeah.
That way I can maybe put a hot dog or a brat on it. And I can still make a sandwich, and it'll still be okay. I'm just giving up the grilled cheese and peanut butter and jelly lifestyle, I guess.
See, I can't do that.
Okay. Either way, the head chef is all about the bread today. There's better types of bread for you.
Brown it.
Those types of better type of bread for you than others. Some bread is actually nutritious and good for you. Other bread
you actually like.
It's absolutely horrible, and that's the bread you like the most.
And that list will not blow your mind.
Yeah. If you see the seeds and the nuts and all that stuff,
I don't want it. It's a bird feeder. Put it outside.
Most loaves of Dave's Killer bread look like a bird feeder to me.
If you can plant your bread in the ground and you grow a garden, it's probably not bread I want to eat.
But there's so many different types of bread. There's thin slice, there's thick slice, there's all
Texas toast.
I feel like bread is like cheese, right? There's a million different versions of it.
Mm-hmm. And some is healthier than others. So the head chef's coming up, and it's all about bread today on Ted's Meat and Potatoes. And the game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK. It's an easy game to play. You are either playing for Team Sober or Team Not Sober. We will spin the category wheel so far. Our biggest dummy was Tyler. A painstaking 14 questions for Tyler to get one right. And every time I play Big Dummy, we do a men's room poll. The last time we did the poll, our hypothetical is, how do you want to go? And we incorporated some animals in this scenario. Basically, just know that your legacy is going to be that you were killed this way. All right?
That's what the whole poll was about. Not so much how do you want to die, but we'd had the conversation before about, it's the legacy of how people say you died.
Right.
I want to be attacked by a lion. I don't.
So your choices were 50 chipmunks, 1 koala bear, 3 bunnies, or 100 butterflies. Now, if you follow us on Twitter at Men's Room Live, we put the poll up there. We get you voting. We'll put the poll up there again today for our poll today.
It's up either way. It has a flaw.
What's the flaw?
Well, we get through the first poll, then there's a flaw in our poll.
So the one way you would not want to tell someone that you wanted to pass 3 bunny rabbits, only 16% of you said
that got the least.
That got the least. 16% said, look, if it's on me and it's on my tombstone, 3 bunnies killed this guy. That's not what I want. Coming in number 3rd, 50 chipmunks, barely surpassing 3 bunnies, 17% of the vote. Said I want to be known by the guy that passed away because he got attacked by, I'm not sure what a group of chipmunks is called, But either way, it's 50 chipmunks.
Give me a moment, I will find out.
It's a rack of chipmunks.
I doubt that
Chipmunks
are normally lone animals, it seems. I've never seen.
Yeah, but there's a group of everything. Hang on, I got the, believe it or not, hold on, group of...
It's called a scurry. A group of chipmunks is called a scurry. So basically, death by a scurry of chipmunks. That came in at number 3 at 17%. Number 2, 100 butterflies. 30% of you said you want to be the guy or the gal that passed on by being attacked by 100 butterflies.
How do they even kill you?
They go down your esophagus and they spread their wings, and now you can't
suffocate
breathe.
you. Okay.
Maybe some get in your lungs. They got that powder on them. I don't know what the hell they do. Number 1 by far, you said you wanted to go by the koala bear death. 37% of you said, that's how I'm going to go.
No.
Yes, that's what you said. So there's your men's room poll. Okay, this week we have a couple things here. We brought this up, I believe, on Monday's program, and it was celebrities revealing how many people they've slept with over the years. It's a who's who of celebrities. Amy Schumer says about 28 people. Mariah Carey, she says about 5 people in my entire life. She's 50 years old. Dustin Diamond, who recently passed on, said probably 2,000 women. John Oates, not Daryl Hall, but John Oates.
That's a mustache guy.
The guy with a mustache.
OC.
He said he's been with thousands of women. Now, that's one to tell your kid. Now, honey, I don't know you realize this or not, but back when I was young, before I had children, there was a very popular band called Daryl Hall and John Oates. Now, we went to the Field Center, me and 2 of my best friends, to see the show. Guess what? I got a backstage pass for Hall and Oates. Guess who your mom slept with? Tell me it was Daryl Hall.
No,
it was John Oates.
The mustache guy?
Yes.
That's right.
Your mom here was something back in the day.
They called me the witch because I rode the boom broom.
Washington State's own Gene Simmons says 5,000. Mick Jagger, he says 4,000. He doesn't really know.
I think
that could be low for Mick Jagger.
That's what I honestly think it's higher than
Charlie Sheen says 5,000. Ric Flair, probably 10,000 women. Believe it or not, Hugh Hefner said not that many. There were chunks in his life where he was married for over a decade. He said, I definitely made up for it when I wasn't married. But either way, he says maybe 1,000.
What do you mean not that many?
That's still a lot.
He slept with 1,000 different women.
Yeah, Wilt Chamberlain, 20,000. Russell Brand, 1,000. Joel Schumacher, he's a director. He said at least 10 to 20,000 people.
That's how they get in his movies.
Okay, so, yeah, pretty much. That's what celebrities say. Now, we do have a new global survey, and it's interesting the way that they broke this down. They did break it down in the United States of America as far as, believe it or not, the states where people have more sex partners than others. So, for an example, California, Florida, New York,
sure,
places with metropolitan areas, they did well.
Yeah.
Utah was last on the list. You'd have to think that the Mormon religion has a lot to do with that as far as people who are sticking with one partner for a lifetime. Or,
yeah, but you still have to get to that partner.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean? I would hope you're doing some sex before you get there. I think maybe people in Utah are just ugly.
There could be some abstinence pledges involved, but either way, Utah.
Yeah.
Because sometimes
I can pledge
well, if they're going to
abstinence.
do that, then they may be really high on the list, but that wasn't the way it worked out. But they did a global survey as far as the average number of sexual partners in selected countries. So the average globally, do you guys have an idea globally what the number is as far as the amount of sexual partners in one's lifetime?
I'll guess 15.
Globally, it's 9.
Okay.
All right. The country with the highest amount of sexual partners per person, believe it or not, is Turkey.
I can believe that.
At 14.5%. I don't know a lot about Turkey. I didn't know they were so fired up sexually. Apparently
This is a country whose national sport is oil wrestling. You do the math.
Okay. Australia came in at number 2.
Sure.
13. And then New Zealand right behind them. So let's figure this. Maybe you don't want to really take that long flight. Maybe it would be worth it. Depending on your chances of scoring in either Australia or New Zealand. Believe it or not, Iceland's pretty high. For a country where basically everyone is related, 13 was the average number of partners. And we go down the list. Italy is about 11 or 12. Canada is 10.7. The United States is the same at 10.7. Average partners per lifetime. So, on our men's room poll today, quite simply, we just want to know how many people you've been with. 5 or less, 10, 15, or 20 or more. And you can round up accordingly.
Sure,
if it's
sure.
13, just say, 10.
All right, so here's where I screwed up.
Okay.
I put the poll up on Twitter, and then I said 5 or less.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next one I said, you know what, 10 to 15.
That's what I got. All right.
So you just skipped the whole thing.
I skipped 5 to 10.
Okay. All right. Well,
So what are the 4 options then?
5 or less, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 or more.
Okay.
And I was just like, yeah, you know what? I should put both numbers in there.
You 5 to 10ers, we don't
10
care.
to 15.
Right,
15.
where most people are going to be 5 to 10.
I would think that would be the
I'll
average.
just change it. It's not a big deal. Because it's the same
There you go.
thing.
We'll
5
follow
or 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20.
So what should we change it to? 5 to 10?
I already did it. Yeah, we'll just go with what you got. It's the same basic thing.
No, I know. I'm just asking you. I got to change it on here too. I screwed up.
Oh, okay. Well, now, see, I think.
And Twitter, can we get it?
I think I
Damn.
got it now. So it should be okay.
And by the way, quick side note, you brought up breads. Like, what bread would you use for the rest of your life? People have chimed in. I just like this one particular comment. I do not know the weight of this person, but it says, one type of bread to eat for the rest of my life. I'm going with Red Lobster Cheddar Bay Biscuits.
Well, they're endless, aren't they?
God damn, man.
They're endless, aren't they?
I guess so. I don't know.
Okay.
Are they?
So, Miles, you just did the same mistake I did.
I know. I just figured what the
So wait, what the hell's the poll? 5 to 5 to 10.
Basically like this. If you've had 5 to 10 partners, you're not included on the list. That's all.
Right. So here's the deal. We had written 5 or less, 10, 15, 20 or more. So I just added 10 to 15, 15 to 20. But there's a lot of people on Twitter that are like, yo, I'm between 5 and 10.
Yeah, we don't care.
Yeah, we don't care about you.
Normal ass mother.
We don't care. Yeah.
You don't play the game today.
Plain ass.
And speaking of that, the game is Big Dummy. 206-421-ROCK.
Oh, but my number's average.
Hello, Ed. Welcome to the men's room.
Yes.
Ed.
Why don't we get back to Ed? Sounds like he's having a moment.
Ed's
there.
having a party.
Yeah. Hello, Sean. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey guys, what's happening?
Hola. John, are you sober or not sober?
I'm sober.
All right, Sean, welcome to the show. All right, how many people have you been with, Sean? 5 or less, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, or 20 or more?
Well, my 11-year-old daughter is a passenger in the vehicle with me, so I'm going to say 5 and under.
There you go.
All right, good for Mom.
And all of them were your mother. That's right.
Yeah. At that time.
If she wasn't in the car, would that number be higher?
Trick question.
That means yes. All right, here's your question. And you know what? Since you have an 11-year-old in the car, they might know the answer to this question. What was Sleeping Beauty poisoned by?
A Washington apple.
That was Snow White.
That was Snow White. Look,
Sleeping Beauty.
I got the same
Not
answer as
Snow
you. I
White.
said apple.
A dart to the neck.
Arsenic in her Kool-Aid.
Was it a piece of fruit still?
No, a spindle.
Oh, a spindle?
Yeah,
What's a
poisoned by
spindle?
I don't know that thing she like put in her hair or whatever the hell it was. Or
I still don't even think kids watch those movies now.
I think a spindle's used for making clothes.
Sorry, you poisoned someone with that.
I'm dead serious.
It was cursed.
As far as old Disney movies go, it's like asking a kid, like, you ever seen Laurel and Hardy? You know, like, they've seen the new cartoons that are out. They know DuckTales or whatever, but they really don't know Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty,
But there's
Dumbo.
a weird thing. It's not that, though, right? So I have kids, and you're right. They watch the more recent Disney movies, everything from Pixar. I believe I have a date either tonight or tomorrow night to watch, Raya, and The Last Dragon or some crap. Listen, my wife's like, hey, it's been reviewed really well. I'm like, it's still not for me. But they know who Cinderella is and Snow White.
I do too.
But they've never seen
That's
the
what I'm
freaking
saying.
movies. Yeah. All right, question number 2 for you. What product used the slogan, quote, where's your mustache?
Where's my what?
Where's your mustache?
Those old milk commercials? The milk?
All right.
You got it, man.
Nice work.
Well done.
All right. Game is Big Dummy 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Ed. Welcome to the men's room. Hola.
Ed, are you sober or not sober?
Not sober.
Okay. Ed, welcome to the show. Ed, our men's room poll. How many people have you been with? 5 or less, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, or 20 or more?
20 or more.
20 or more for Ed.
Okay. All right, there, 20. Ed, here is your question. The Battle of Bull Run was the first major battle of what war?
Boy, that's tough.
Hey, Ed, do us a favor. Whoever's in the back, tell them to shut up.
I can repeat the question. The Battle of Bull Run was the first major battle of what war?
The Indian-American War?
Who's in the back answering all the questions? Tell them to shut up.
Shut up there.
Yeah, tell them to shut up. Seriously.
What was your guess?
The Indian-American War.
No. The person in the back was right. It's the Civil War.
The person we want you to shut up is actually pretty smart. It is, in fact, the Civil War.
I want you to shut up.
Score one.
I wanted to say that, but I didn't.
Yeah, score one for the loudmouth. All right.
Okay. One for you.
There was two of them.
All right, multiple choice. Diarrhea, constipation, hiccups, or heartburn. Coprastostophobia is the fear of what?
What are the choices?
Diarrhea, constipation, hiccups, or heartburn.
Hiccups.
Diarrhea?
Nope, the exact opposite.
Hiccups.
Constipation.
Oh. Better stop eating all this cheese.
I mean, I don't know that I fear constipation, but no one enjoys it.
Oh, man, fears constipation.
What if I can't poop?
Well, then I fear it. All right, your question, multiple choice. All-Star Comics number 8 saw the debut of what superhero? Superman, Batman, or Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Very good. Nice job. More Big Dummy on the way if you'd like to be a contestant. 206-421-ROCK.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
You're in the men's room. 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle.
Game is Big Dummy 206-421-ROCK. Steve, who is our next contestant ready to play the big game?
Hello, Justin. Welcome to the men's room.
Big Dummy!
Hello, Justin.
Hola. Justin, are you on team sober, team not sober?
Not sober. First Thursday off in a long time.
Nice, man. That's going to feel good. What'd you do? Anything productive, or are you just wasting it?
I had insurance adjuster come take a look at my roof this weekend. Fun stuff.
That sounds like a great day.
Bruce Willis would hate you.
Well, hopefully the insurance will cover it anyway. All right, Justin, men's room poll. How many people have you been with? 5 or less, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, or 20 or more?
10 to 15.
10 to 15 it is.
All right, here is your question. What was the first video game character to have their own balloon featured in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade?
First, one more time?
Who was the first video game character to have their own balloon featured in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade?
Peach.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
It is, in fact, Sonic the Hedgehog.
I figured it'd be like Pac-Man. I thought it'd have to be before that.
You would think, but no, Sonic, man.
I wonder what the first balloon was. Do you think it was like Mighty Mouse or some crap?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, Snoopy's been there forever, but the Peanuts came out.
Bugs Bunny, maybe?
Yeah.
That's not bad. Maybe Mickey Mouse.
Where do they put those things when they're done with them? I mean, they only use them once a year, right? Then you got a giant freaking Snoopy in your garage that blows up, 200 feet high.
We're talking about the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
It was introduced in 1927, and it was a cartoon character by the name of Felix the Cat.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Felix the Cat.
Right.
I mean, Miles, they deflate.
Well, it'd be really cool to fill one up with helium, you know what I mean, and just see where it goes.
Sure, just let it go.
Why
see
not?
what happens.
That'd be fun. First person that touches it wins $10.
$10.
$10.
Wait a minute, aren't they filled with helium?
Yeah, they are. Actually.
I mean, but
not having people hold
weighted
them
down. You know what I mean? Like, I guess they are filled with helium, aren't they?
Yeah, that's why there's people holding them.
Yeah. Good point.
because they will, in fact, float away.
Good point. It's a lot of helium.
All right, your next question, multiple choice. 5, 10, 15, or 20. What percent of calls to the fire department are for actual fires?
5, 10, 15, or 20, you said?
Correct.
I'm going to go low 5%.
Okay, very good. So, if you want to be a fireman, because you like the idea of helping people and putting out fires, that's not what you're going to do for 95% of your calls.
So, okay, well, but we understand that we're going to call 911. Mm-hmm. So no matter what the emergency is, you know what I mean? Somebody's having a heart attack, the house is on fire, someone's trying to break into your home, you call 911, and I thought based on that, they dispatch.
But here's the thing. When you were a kid, you got your head stuck in the stairwell, right, on the staircase? Yeah. The police don't get that call. The fire department gets that call, right?
Okay.
So
I just don't know if I have the
cat is
number.
stuck in a tree. They don't give the cops that one. It is the fire department, right?
Right, and sometimes, like, the ambulance might be already in service. So the fire truck's going to show up. As a fireman can do all that stuff, too.
Yeah. They need a different name, then. If 95% of your calls are not fire, like called Swiss Army men, utility men, you know, like they do everything.
Anytime
they do everything.
Yeah, but they're firemen first and foremost.
No, they're trained to be firemen. But again, 95% of the calls that they go out on, it doesn't have anything to do with fire.
2 separate medical emergencies in my home since I've been in Seattle, and both the times fire responded first. And they were the ones to take care of everything. Then the ambulance showed up and charged you $8,000. Mm-hmm. Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK. Who's our next contestant ready to play the big game?
You know her. You love her. Hello, Stoner Jen. Welcome to the men's room.
Liquor and whores.
Liquor and whores.
Jen, I know what team you're on. That never changes. Okay, Jen, how many people have you been with in your lifetime? 5 or less, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, or 20 or more?
5 or less.
5 or less for Jen.
Do we believe her?
See, if he didn't get so stoned all the time, he might be out actually getting some action.
You be getting laid right now and making a call to her.
Just get off your ass.
But no, she's got to be high.
Yeah, just
Stoner Jen.
Gotta be hot.
All right, Stoner Jen, here's your question. The tradition of athletes growing their beards while their teams are in the playoffs started in what sport back in 1980?
Rugby?
What did you guess?
Rugby?
It's not a bad guess. I'll guess hockey.
Mike, you're guessing basketball.
Say it again. What year was it? Started playoffs?
1980.
Football?
Nope. Miles is right. Hockey.
Oh, it is.
I mean, there is no sport better suited for that, right? All right, your question. It's a multiple choice. Now, the geographical center of North America is a town in North Dakota. What is the name of the town in North Dakota? Is it Bullseye, Middle, or Center?
Bullseye.
Middle. Center.
Center.
Yeah. So the geographical center of North America is in a town called Center, North Dakota.
They did not do that on purpose, from what I understand.
Yeah, my understanding is that they did not name it
That was
Center
not.
because it just worked out that way.
Exactly.
Yeah. What are the odds? That's why I moved to Beaver Lake.
Just in case.
just in case. Or what is the place, Spencer?
Jim Thorpe.
What is it? Knob something.
Well, there's Knob Hill.
Hill.
Knob Creek.
Yeah. Lots of places. All right, here's your question. What 20th century president established the Peace Corps? FDR, Hoover, JFK, or Reagan?
Hoover.
Who did you guess?
Hoover.
Hoover.
I'll say FDR.
JFK.
JFK. Question number 4, Stoner Jen.
Question number 4. What product is nicknamed Texas Tea, among other things?
Also Black Gold.
Mm-hmm.
I only know it from the show.
Beverly Hillbillies show.
Right. You're on it. Come on.
If you know that much, come on, Jen.
That's how I know.
Jed's a millionaire. Ken folks said, Jed, move away from that.
Wait, is it the name of the company? Is that what you said?
No, the name of the product. This product known as Texas Tea.
Oh, oil.
There you go.
There you go, Stone.
Well done, Stone, Jen.
All right.
Yeah, that's the only reason I know that.
From the Beverly Hills. How else would you know that?
Exactly. Well, I guess if you're from Texas, you might.
Sure.
Game is Big Dummy 206-421-ROCK, but I'd assume it'd be sweet tea. Texas tea, I'd just assume it's sweet tea.
If I didn't know, if not for the Beverly Hillbillies, yes, I would have guessed sweet tea. Guess who it is, Ted? James, welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
James, sober, not sober?
Sober. Keeping the store stocked.
Oh, James, the beer guy. All right, James, here we go. How many people have you been with, James, since you got all that free beer? 5 or less, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, or 20 or more?
5 or less.
5 or less for James.
You got to sling different beer, bro. That doesn't make sense to me.
Get some White Claws.
Yeah, get some White Claw. That number will change. All right there, James. Here.
Before you start.
What's that?
I saw your KISW's own Steve Miggs out at the grocery stores this morning. So.
Get out of here.
Did you attack him?
Did you get an autograph?
No.
Did you hit him with anything?
Devil horns and kept on going.
That would be cool.
All right.
Was he a decent guy or was he a jerk?
Yeah, I've seen guys.
Okay.
No, because he's a jerk in real life.
Yeah, I mean,
worst guy to work with ever.
Terrible.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's
Can't believe it was nice to you.
We have plexiglass up in between our desks because he throws stuff at us.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I have beer, so.
He has wrestler rage.
Yeah, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. All right, here's your question. Jesus. Abu Dhabi is the capital of what country?
Abu Dhabi, somewhere in the Middle East, but that's about as close as I'm going to get. No idea.
UAB?
Dubai?
United Arab Emirates.
All right.
Question number 2 for you. Who plays the role of Will Turner in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies?
I can see his face. Orlando Bloom.
There you go, James. Good job, man.
Mike is obviously a huge fan of Orlando
You don't like
Bloom.
Orlando Bloom?
I knew you had the right
he's
answer.
an overactor to the max.
Really?
Oh, man, he's terrible.
An overact? I never noticed that about him.
It's the thing is that his part in Pirates of the Caribbean and what was he in Lord of the Rings, fantastic franchise, but he needs these overly dramatic fantasy roles in order to be considered a good actor.
I hear what you're saying. Anything less than that, he seems ridiculous.
You're in love with Katy Perry, aren't you?
Katy Perry?
That's what this is all about.
Did he date Katy Perry?
I think they have a kid, don't they?
Yeah, I think they're married right now, aren't they?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's part of it.
I didn't get the invite. Hello, Sharon. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, girl.
Hola.
Hola, bitches. ¿Cómo estás? Okay.
Mrs. Cox, are you sober or not sober?
Not sober.
How many people are on this call?
There's me and my fiance and a couple of friends in the background.
Okay, tell all of them to shut up.
Hi, guys. You guys are the coolest. We love you, man. You make us laugh.
You know what? That just made my day.
Yeah, Sharon, we're so happy.
Yeah, you guys are the coolest.
It's such a shame we can't give hugs now.
Oh, I know. Ain't that nothing?
Oh, man, I come running down there to
I'll
see
wear
you
a mask.
in a minute.
I will wear.
I'm right
Would you
there.
really?
Hell yeah. I'd open that trailer door, I'd come in and grab a nice cold bush light, and I'd sit on the couch and give you a hug.
Oh, are you guys looking? How about a Miller?
Sure, I'll take a Miller Lite. Absolutely. I love Miller. And Miller Genuine Draft, Miller High Life. Yeah.
I'll drink whatever beer you got.
You guys got to toss me some easy questions, okay?
Okay.
Because I do not want to be that big. I mean, not today.
All right.
You know what? I have absolutely no belief that you could possibly be the biggest dummy.
No. Don't believe any of that.
All right, your first question is 50-50, so we'll see how your luck goes. Which has a larger surface area? Asia or the moon?
No wonder you guys think this show's so funny.
But what gives me stay high?
So Asia or the moon?
Okay, well, let's go Nah. Moon's the smallest. I'm gonna say Asia. The moon.
No.
Not. Yeah.
We're off to a good start.
Oh, Oh, my.
For real, dog. Give him an easy one.
I gave her a 50-50.
Oh, a 50. Whoa. What?
Multiple choice. You got a 25% chance of getting this correct. More importantly, a 75% chance of getting this wrong. Your question is, 20% of the countries named on this planet Earth, start with which letter? R, S, I, or A?
A.
Yes!
Good job, team.
Man, oh, man. That's like Rudy getting to play.
Shotgun and Ice House Tall Boy. 2 questions, and you are done, Sharon. All right, more Big Dummy. 206-421-ROCK. Who is our next contestant ready to play the big game?
Sorry.
Hey, look, no, you warned me about it. You said, hey, man.
I heard Mike answer that phone call and said, this might end my career.
Yeah. Hello, Jermaine. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. Jermaine, are you sober or not sober?
I'm drunk.
All right, Jermaine. Jermaine, are you white?
I am black.
Okay, I was going to say.
He said his name's Jermaine.
I know.
Yeah,
have you ever met a white Jermaine?
That's what I was asking.
There's no R in it.
You be the first.
Jermaine.
Jermaine.
Oh, Jermaine.
It's Jermaine.
That's
yeah,
French for the man.
Jermaine.
I am Jermaine.
Jermaine, how many people have you been with? 5 or less, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, or 20 or more?
I'm guessing 20 or more.
You know, me and my brother was talking about it, man. I think I'm at 30.
All right.
We did that's the exact number, bro. Stop bragging.
Jermaine, how old are you?
I mean, we just can't. All you got to do is round it up.
Jermaine, how old are you?
I'm 43.
All right, that's about
on Tuesday.
Yeah, man. It's
I thought you said I'm 18.
Exactly. Gave me the shout out. I'm one of the 2 black people who listen to your show.
Oh, all right. You sent the email.
I was going to say, you sent the email.
Yeah.
What kind of blunt did we smoke?
Man, well, right now I got one of those diamond wraps.
All right. Did you get into the Tanqueray last night?
Oh, yes, I did.
Okay.
Woke up on the floor.
Proud of you, man.
Well, you know, I try.
I know somehow that makes us happy. Cool, man. You woke up on the floor. Good for you, bro.
But you probably didn't have that bad of a hangover.
Yeah, in the basement, too, so.
Well, it's nice and cool.
That's the floor to wake up on.
Nice
you
cool
literally got as low as you could go. I dig it.
Exactly. Got to cool off.
Sometimes you get too high, you end up low.
I sunk so low I woke up on the basement floor in China. I sunk through the earth and showed up on the other side.
Hear this, kids? Don't drink gin.
Woke up and said, Happy Chinooka.
Happy Chinooka.
Happy Chinooka.
All right, here's your question. The Umbrella Corporation. That's the fictitious pharmaceutical company in what video game?
Ooh, what is that, Resident Evil?
Damn.
Oh, man. Jermaine, nice job.
He might wake up on the floor, but he's one and done.
One and done.
Keep that in mind.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
Look how legit offended he was. Miles said, are you white?
I'm black.
Well, I never met a white Jermaine. That's why I was asking.
And you still haven't.
You still haven't?
I know. That's why I was thinking this is the first white Jermaine I ever talked to.
You ever met a white LeVar?
Hell no.
Wait a minute. We've done this.
LeVar?
Isn't there a famous white LeVar?
No, there's LeVar Burton is the most famous, isn't it?
LeVar
Arrington.
Yeah, LeVar Arrington.
Who's the comedian? LeVar. Yeah, they're all black, though.
Mm-hmm. What about a white or a black Chet?
Actually, yeah.
Really?
No way.
Yeah, there's a guy that coaches with DeMathis coach on like the junior USA team, and his name's Chet Thompson.
Is Chet short for something?
It's
Chester?
Maybe.
I don't know.
But you're right. Chet generally leans pretty white.
You don't say.
Like Chet Atkins. My grandma loved him.
Hello, Rick. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. Rick, are you sober or not sober?
Not sober, gentlemen.
What are you doing over there, Rick? How are you enjoying the day?
I got off work and I'm driving. I got all the way home and realized I got to go back to Home Depot. So I'm on my way to Home
No, that's what happens at Home Depot.
Mm-hmm.
If you go, you have to go back.
All right, Rick, how many people have you been with? 5 or less, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, or 20 or more?
20 or more.
All right. Nice work, Rick.
Somebody here wants to point out they went to school with a white Jamal.
Okay.
That's not LeVar. I'm just saying.
Yeah, LeVar is tough.
That is tough.
I went to school with a white Keyshawn.
A white Keyshawn? Really?
Yeah.
He should be on, like, the National Geographic channel. Right here is a white
Keyshawn, look, he's driving a Kia. He's wishing we would just ignore him, but we can't help it.
Actually, that's the name of Wayne Charbet's kid.
Is it?
No, that's just a deep reference to Keyshawn Johnson and the white receiver.
Oh, yeah, right. Mm-hmm. All right, here's your question. What's the name of the movie where Clint Eastwood offers the line, "Go ahead, make my day"?
I actually know this, but I cannot think of the name.
See, I say the same thing when I'm lying, too. I know this, I just can't think of the name.
I know the character, but is that the name of the movies?
Everyone knows the character. It is not the name of the movies. Everyone knows.
I'm going to have to pass on that because I cannot remember.
So it's not Dirty Harry.
It's not Dirty Harry.
That's the name of the character.
Mm-hmm.
What is the name of those movies? He's, Clint Eastwood stars in Guns.
Things about guns.
Smoking gun?
Anger. Sudden impact.
Oh, Jesus. I never would have got that.
I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I thought.
And now you know. All right, speaking of movies, what actress plays the role of Trinity in the Matrix movies?
I do not know her name, but she's super hot.
I know her name, and she's super hot. It's Carrie Ann Moss.
Carrie Ann Moss.
Mm-hmm. She's from the north side. I got Moss jokes.
Carrie Ann Moss. I'm looking.
Ted, before you shake your head at me, I'm a dad, so all of my jokes are about that good now. That's what happens. That's what dad jokes are.
Moss jokes.
Yeah, I got Moss jokes. All right.
I'll put on the Santana.
There you go. I dig it. You feeling a little randy? How many points must the winner score in a game of cribbage?
Oh.
You got two options. Do not make Taryn Daly upset. What did you guess?
Is it 21?
It is not. You're close. Oh. It's 61 or 121.
I was way off.
I have no idea how to play cribbage. I don't know anything about it.
I don't know. I will say this to you. Don't learn from Taryn.
Why? She plays it all the time.
Right, but me and Taryn running a group of festival people.
Yeah.
And some of them will teach you, but if you mess up, they won't take your points. And everybody's like, don't learn from Taryn. She will take all your points.
But isn't that who you want to learn from? Right? I'm going to learn the hard way. Tampa Bay Buccaneers had no chance of going to the Super Bowl. Tom Brady's that guy. Right? You're not doing what I'm asking you to do. You're basically off the team. I don't throw you the ball. They went to the Super Bowl. You want to learn from that ruthless great white shark of a cribbage player, man.
Everybody likes Taryn in the group.
But they don't want to play her.
But everybody's like, don't learn from her, don't play with. Right? She talks a lot of crap.
I did not realize she has such a horrible reputation in the cribbage world.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Well, she runs tournaments and then wins them.
Oh, that's a little.
See, she seems like she's on the level, but obviously,
that's not allowed.
Yeah.
All right, question 4, Rick.
Question 4 for you, Rick. Established in 1872, what park became the first national park in the United States?
Yellowstone.
Nice job. All right.
There you go.
More Big Dummy on the way. If you'd like to be a contestant, 206-421-ROCK.